Have you ever heard the saying, she has what it takes, he has what it takes? Meaning that they have a it factor, that they have the perseverance, the discipline. Well, I'm here to say, if you have this, then and only then you have what it takes. And that is if you have focus on Jesus. Jesus is the light. Jesus is the way. Jesus is going to be the peace during the storm. Sometimes life feels like you are on the boat with the disciples and the storm just came in and you're like, where is Jesus? And then when Jesus came, he said, waves be still, rain stop, the storm ceased. And right now, you want your storm to cease. You want the darkness to go away and you want to see the light. You want the sadness to turn into happiness. You want the problems to turn into solutions. You want to be at peace. And Jesus said before he left, it's okay for me to go because I am going to leave them peace. If you've ever felt like the world is on your shoulders, if you ever felt too sad to even pray, too negative to even think of an opportunity to even go in your favor, I'm here to remind you that your focus has been not on Jesus and you have been distracted. All those things are trying to distract you from your purpose. All those things are trying to distract you from Jesus. When you focus on Jesus, you will experience that peace. When you focus on Jesus, you will have your answer. You will have your why. You will live in your purpose. When you focus on Jesus, you could withstand the rain. You could withstand the waves. You could withstand the wind. It reminds me of the verse. It says, build your house on solid rock, the rock being Jesus, so that when the rain comes, when the waves come, when the wind comes, your house will still stand. And you're going to need your house to still stand when you are chasing after the vision. You're going to need your house to still stand when you're chasing after success. You're going to need your house to still stand when lifes. There's going to be things that are out of your control and they just happen. They were brought to you without you even asking for it, and you don't like it. It's like hot potato. You just want to take the potato off of your lap and just give it to someone else. However, it seems like the hot potato is on your lap to stay. Well, I'm saying while the hot potato is on you, feeling like it's burning, excuse me, the problems still are going on. The negativity seems to just keep spiraling in your head. The focus seems to be on that. Why is everything happening to me? I'm here to remind you to look up. And when you look up with the intention of looking to Jesus, focus on his goodness, focus on his faithfulness, know his promises, believe that the promises are still here from generation to generation. Know what he said about you, that you are more than a conqueror. He said, cast your worries and burdens onto me, for I care for you. He wants us to give him what's been on our mind. He wants us to give the situations where we feel like it's out of our hands and it's out of control and it's ruining our lives. He wants us to rely on him. He said he is the vine. He is the way. He is the light. He is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. He said, if you call upon my name, he said, you haven't received because you haven't asked in my name. These are all reminders of focusing on Jesus. So that situation that seems to be ruining your life, those negative thoughts that just seem to not go away, the sadness that seems to cripple you into feeling like this is always going to be this way, can stop right now. Just like the blind, when Jesus healed them, their world was dark. But when he said, now you are healed. And they opened up their eyes and they saw Jesus. That hope turned into an answered prayer. So if you feel like the world is dark, if you feel that you need the answer is Jesus. And then you will be like the blind, able to see what truly matters. Because when their eyes were open, all they saw was the one who healed and the one who can and the one who is able and the one who is willing. They saw Jesus. So take your focus from the ground and put it up towards Jesus. Get into your word, get into prayer, get into worship, whatever it takes. Because you are being distracted right now from your calling. You are being distracted now from your purpose. You're being distracted now for what you were born to do. Don't let these attacks make you run away. These attacks are just signals saying, oh, time to focus on Jesus. And I love this street slang. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. If you stay focusing on Jesus, you don't have to now just miraculously start focusing on Jesus. If you've already been seeking first the kingdom, then you're going to get through this rough patch in your life. And even if you haven't, and you're like, I haven't been seeking first the kingdom, I haven't been focusing on Jesus. Just from a friend to a friend, you can just start by closing your eyes, bowing your heads, and saying, Jesus, I know I've been distracted by what's happening around me. But right now, I want to give you, and you list off every single thing that you've been feeling. And I want to lay it at your feet. And I know that you are able to turn this mess into a testimony. Just start right there. And you are going to feel that peace that surpasses all understanding. He says that, I believe, in Philippians. Do not worry. Instead, pray about everything. Then and only then you will receive peace that surpasses all understanding. That's what you want right now during this season of frustration, this season of everything's happening to me. That is not the case. God said in his word, all things work together for the good. And lastly, for the ones who are seeking out success, who are grinding every single day. I don't even like that term, but you know what I mean when I say it, that you are intentional, you are disciplined, and you want to see that vision come to pass. You know the dreams that you've been dreaming these past years, and you are working at it every single day. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Because you have a calling and you have a purpose, and the enemy wants all that to not happen. You're going to get sidetracked. You're going to get razzled. You're going to feel that unexpected hit. But keep your eyes on Jesus. You have an important assignment that God trusted you with. So keep opening up the word, keep praying, keep worshiping, and keep moving forward one step at a time. You got this. But most importantly, God got you. That's how we're going to see the vision come to pass. That's how we're going to be able to do things that no one in our family has ever done. That's how we're going to break generational curses, is seeking first the kingdom, and all these things will be added to you. That's how it's going to happen. For someone who doesn't know Jesus, life's going to happen, and then they're going to crumble and then never pick up that passion again, never pick up their dreams again, never pick up their vision again. But we want, and we are going to see our dreams happen. We are going to see our vision come to pass. And we are going to exercise the passion that God has placed us placed inside of us. Because we're not going to focus on the dream. We're not going to focus on the vision. We're not going to focus on the passion. We're going to focus on Jesus. He said, seek me and I will give you your heart's desires. So in turn, then we're going to get what we've already wanted. But it first have to be focused on Jesus. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, maybe people in the comments can relate and say, hey, this is what the Holy Spirit was saying to me about, or this is what I got from it. And maybe you can understand how they put it. However, I'm just thankful that you stayed to this part of this video. It means the world to me. If you know someone that could use this message, that can hear this message, and you know that it's gonna lift them up, then send it to them. Say, hey, I've been thinking about you. Just watch this video. However, staying to this part of this video means the world to me. And I just want to say thank you. And continue to focus on Jesus. It's going to be all right. Just give it some time. Be patient. And you're going to see God's glory. And you're going to be part of a testimony that your family, generations is going to hear about. But it all starts with the main thing. Seek first the kingdom, and all these things will be added to you. All right. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.